In yesterday's vlog, I actually ended up saying yesterday's video was the gold standard. It ended up at about 11 minutes when I had posted out, which was absolutely superb. That means that I completely surpassed my 5-minute goal. Now that's the type of standard I want to try and keep with the vlogs and try and get to a better state. Now the thing is, it can't always be like that, but that's the aim that I want it to be. I want it to be interesting. I want it to be a little bit longer than 2 minutes, and I also want some segments to take a little bit longer than normal, because of course sometimes that's how you tell a story. So of course this morning it's 8:30. We're currently driving into work to get ourselves ready for the day. I haven't got any appointments today. The one appointment that I did have has been cancelled. So quite literally all I've got to do today is do a little bit more sorting at the office, and I need to start working on doing a bit more sales, as in trying to get leads into the business, trying to promote it to other businesses to say, hey, we can help you too, because that's one of the things I need to do. So I'm going to head to the office and get myself started, probably make myself a cup of tea, and then get myself on the go. I've also got myself at least some sandwiches in there for lunchtime. Peanut butter as well as cheese and mayo. Right, let's go. Well, sometimes I get a ton of tickets, and sometimes I get one phone call in a whole day. And I have been dealing with that phone call majority of the day, and I've got them booked in for actually Tuesday next week. I've actually had to redevelop a part of my EBMA system. Do you guys remember when I was building that a couple of months ago? I've been doing some adjustments to it, and it now runs on Linux. So it means all the Linux servers that I run, I can now finally keep an eye on, because I had a knack of forgetting about them. So now I get to keep an eye on making sure things are actually running smoothly and that we don't come up with any major critical errors, which is superb. The other things that I did today was sort out the rest of the area over here, to the fact that the whole area is now fully sorted. If I was to bring you out of where I put you and grabbed you over to here, you'll see down here I've got the cases, which is down there, and that's all working absolutely fine. And then you got the other coolers and everything else. All of these have all been added to the EB IT Support Parts Store. It's all there, finally been added. I've also managed to make sure that's okay. I've dried some filament. I've got another one that I'm waiting to dry out. Well, I asked for it to dry out 3 lots of, put it onto 3 and it went onto 1. Nope. Brilliant. I love that system. Apart from the fact it's just motions. Nope. It was motion censored. But I've dried out the white filament, so it means I can now print with white onto here. And I've also been able to clear off that space up there, mainly because of this, the hot air station. When you put that back down, hot air would go up and it will melt whatever's up on the top shelf. So that's just to clear that out. I've also cleared off down underneath that table as well, which means everything is back okay and running perfectly. Little things that I've been doing in the background while also doing some slight changes as well. Well, it's the end of another lovely day, and now we're basically heading off home. I've done some work, I've done some prep work, and everything's all working for the EBMA software, which is awesome. I've also updated the dashboard for the tickets, so the ticket access or the ticket pin portal now has a knowledge-based search feature already added for it as well, which is superb. Now it's just a case of heading back home and deciding where I'm going to take the dogs out for a walk if I take them out today. Most likely will, but I'm going to decide where that's going to be. Anyway, let's head home. Well, I've come back home at the end of the day and I found myself back working again. For some reason, when you run your own business, your business is your child, some people call it. Some people call it your baby or anything else. I just call it my passion. It's what I like doing. And I've just made my life easier when I go into work in the morning. I have a proper dashboard now telling me exactly what's happening. I have a chat system that integrates in when I clock in, so it automatically opens up. Something that I kept forgetting to do, so I've made it simple. I clock in, and if I change my status with a menu bar, I can turn myself offline while at that point, or I can put myself back online. It's actually really good. In fact, I'm impressed with it so much that it's becoming very easy to be able to use. And it's also really nice to be able to see exactly what I've got on over the next week. I can see my schedule, I can see my tickets, which is something that makes life so much easier. And this is something I've been doing throughout the whole day. Today has just been a day of just concentrating, getting more stuff done. Tomorrow I'll have a bit more of that, and then on Thursday we've got 2 call-outs. Then on Friday I've got someone dropping off something to the iPad. I can tell that just by looking at my schedule, because before I kind of had an idea, but now I know exactly what's going to happen this week. So at least I can now plan for the future ahead. When you run a business, you don't normally stop at the 9 to 5 like everyone else. You sometimes do a full 14 hours, or sometimes you do a bit more. And today was a full 14 hours. The last whole week I did 12-hour shifts throughout the whole day. Today I did 14 hours. But it's now time I head off to bed, so I can do it all again tomorrow, starting at about 8 o'clock, 8:30. So, once again, thank you very much for liking this video. But before I do that, this video wasn't exactly the gold standard. Like I said at the very beginning, check yesterday's vlog for that. However, today was a standard that I'm still happy with. I still talked to you, I still had some conversations, but it wasn't exactly doing anything. But I had that conversation, I made it interesting. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. And I tell you what, this whole view that I've currently got on the camera, I've got a little preview directly above, hence the reason why it looks like I'm always looking up. I can see what it looks like, and I love this view. So, thank you very much for liking this video. Don't forget to don't forget to type a comment down below if you can do, and of course click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Also ring that bell icon, you'll get to know when I upload a new video, or become a Twitch subscriber, twitch.tv/Eddie'sLife247, and you get early access to all these videos at least a day before they go up. Until next time, bye bye.